We build our best world. Each of us hold a responsibility to acquire money, specifically to do good in our world. We should feel grateful that we refuse to believe the cognitively enslaving lie that money is the root of all evil, that instead, we saw the truth that money exists as a wonderful tool to do so much good in the world. So, what words and actions can we use to pull abundance our direction? Take notes as we reveal specific examples that each of us can adjust to our individual situations. These examples help us to restructure our subconscious subroutines. In this lesson, we use the D.O.N.E method to increase our abundance moving forward. Yes, fake experts will copy, reword, and try to sell these principles which we learned firsthand during years of very painful experiences to discover what works reliably. However, our examples in our lessons will empower many sincere souls with knowledge to understand why our methods align our inner and outer energies into a coherent trajectory. We teach how each of us can move beyond increased probability and into a world of near certainty. Welcome to Better World Zone. Here, we show exactly how our best thoughts and our best actions build our best world. In the not-too-distant future, we'll reveal how we use these exact techniques to build an amazing physical prototype of something that previously nearly everyone claimed as impossible. So, subscribe now to start to experience life as part of our best world. Again, welcome to Better World Zone, where we provide valuable explanations of methodologies and activities that move us and our posterity toward the life we desire. In this valuable lesson, we explore specific processes to generate goal-supporting subconscious subroutines, our individual autopilot. Because our thoughts, our words, and our actions sabotage or support our movement towards our dreams, we should choose our thoughts, our words, and our actions with tactical precision to support our larger strategic goals, our dreams. With relative ease, we can use our spoken words to rewrite our internal autopilot subroutines, because strong interconnections exist between our words and our subconscious's perceptions of abundance. So, this enables us to reformat our internal mindset to build increased prosperity, so that we can use our increased abundance to do more good in our world. Lesson 21 explained our D.O.N.E method: describe, observe, normalize, and expect. As we understand and leverage the power of the D.O.N.E method, we accelerate our trajectory towards our dream, because the D.O.N.E method rescripts our subconscious into our chosen thought forms. Remember, the purpose of our D.O.N.E method involves structuring a permanent change that results in a positive outcome in our life. Remember, describe, observe, normalize, and expect. We'll change her name to protect her privacy. But let's share an example, because seeing the D.O.N.E method processes others used makes it easier for us to adapt them to use in our own life. Without warning, Jane lost her sole source of income. For several weeks, she tried to get a new job, but a major economic contraction continues throughout her local area. And with so many other people seeking income in her area, she feels a little uncertain and worried. As quickly as realistic, she must find new income. After another frustrating day, Jane remembered hearing about the D.O.N.E method principles: describe, observe, normalize, and expect. And because nothing else worked to that moment, she decided to apply the D.O.N.E method to her situation. Note: from Jane's perspective at the time, she felt in a position of weakness and extreme vulnerability. At the time, she didn't realize that knowledge of the D.O.N.E method places a person in a position of strength. Remember that golden nugget of knowledge. In her own words, Jane described her goal:
I have enough income to pay for my expenses again. Upon reviewing Better World Zone principles in Lesson 11, I realized that to avoid subconscious self-sabotage, I needed to avoid outright false statements in my now time. So I restated my goal by the factually true sentence, "It's time for me to earn enough income to pay for my expenses again." Next, I stand in front of a mirror where I observe a movie of myself experiencing my new income. As I start to form my movie in my mind, I see my current situation, worried, and needing new income. Immediately, I create a transitionary blur to emphasize that this represents my past. I form a new scene with the words, "It's time for me to earn enough income to pay my expenses again." I saw how I started to ask everyone I met if they know of anyone who needs a job done, a cleaner, or any other ethical work. I saw how I kept applying to every job where I felt qualified, and even some at the edge of my qualifications. I observed how one of these opportunities resulted in me earning enough income that I am paying my bills again. I looked out through my own eyes to see that a positive balance of money shows in my bank account again. I see my arms as I buy groceries and as I prepare meals. I see myself as I buy and wear new clothes. I see my fingers paying my phone bill. I see myself as I buy gifts. I see my hands completing several actions as I spend this new income to benefit my life and the lives of those dear to my heart. I observe some things that I do with this new income that benefit me, and some things that I do with this income that benefit those dear to my heart. Next, I try to sense how me earning money becomes normal for me again. Continuing to stand in front of the mirror, I sense feelings of relief within my heart. I decide to declare verbally, "I feel grateful that I knew how to make income a sure thing. I feel grateful for the emotional relief when my new income started. I know that I worried a little at first, but I feel grateful that I followed the D.O.N.E method, and that in the end, I found new income. I like the feeling of security that I feel when I bring in enough money to pay for my expenses. I feel grateful that this feeling returned to my heart because my new income started." As I continued to stand in front of the mirror, I looked myself in the eyes. I said, "I completed every action because it helped me to understand that I could expect a new source of income for me. By taking the actions of reaching out to others and applying to the jobs that I envisioned, I demonstrated that I expected to receive new income. Worry was only temporary for me because I received income again. As the days passed, didn't get a new job immediately, but I trusted that if I completed the D.O.N.E method process every morning and every night, then eventually I'd recognize an opportunity that would produce income. And eventually I did. And I don't know exactly how it happens for others, but one day I perceived my new source of income during a transition between my observation step and my normalization step. After I envisioned paying my bills with my new income, it seemed as if I sensed a disorganized stack of papers. It seemed a little confusing at the time, but the stack of papers seemed to belong to someone else. So I moved on to the expect portion of the D.O.N.E method by declaring that I expected this income, because I continued to take actions that I knew eventually would connect me with a new job. One day, while job prospecting, I walked into an office. A woman greeted me at the door, where promptly she informed me that she just filled the job. While she spoke, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a disorderly stack of papers on a desk. Very out of character for me, I blurted out loud, "It looks like you need a secretary." Before she could utter another word, I said, "I'm good at organizing things. How about you pay me for today to help you to organize these papers? At the end of today, you can decide if you want to hire me. Deal?" The lady stared at me for a moment. Then she asked, "How much for today?" She accepted my offer. Although different than my previous specialty, that started my new source of income, which became steady income. Most importantly, this new income covers my expenses exactly as I envisioned during my daily exercises of the D.O.N.E method, and the location of work gives me 20 minutes more per day at home, so that is even better. Honestly, I might have given up if not for the D.O.N.E method.
Here at Better World Zone, we encourage each of us to complete every step in our D.O.N.E method. Tip 1. By completing our describe activity using statements true in our now time, we avoid subconscious sabotage that others experience by declaring false sentences. If a person doesn't have enough money to cover their expenses right now, then they shouldn't lie by stating falsely that they have enough money to cover their expenses. The eidetic mind of our subconscious knows the truth. So never lie to the subconscious, because that guarantees subconscious self-sabotage. Instead, always speak, think, and envision truths, such as, "It's time for me to experience my goal of." Most of the time when we fail to achieve our goals, we failed during this first step. The true cause? Again, by declaring false statements, it introduced subconscious self-sabotage, because the eidetic mind of the subconscious recognizes lies. So, always remember to verify that we chose words truthful, both in the now time and in that future time. If we recognize non-factual words, then we must select goal-supportive, truthful words declared as matter-of-fact statements. Tip 2. By completing our observe activities using a mirror, we imprint both our chosen details and the importance of our desires into the eidetic memory of our subconscious mind. Perhaps, think of this as if jet-assisted propulsion for our soul to fly to our desired destination. Completing our observe activities while looking our own eyes in the mirror increases the magnitude of our signal line as it traverses and resonates throughout the neural matrices of our mind. Review our lessons 18, 20, and 23 for how to use the mirror principle. Tip 3. By completing our normalize activities, we close our loop that locks us onto our optimum future. How? Because our cognitive activity of familiarizing ourselves with our new normal strengthens our neural network bonds between our now time and our desired future. Literally, this activity shortens the distance of our wormhole, our Einstein-Rosen bridge, between the dimensions of our dream world and our physical reality. Our normalize activities holds more importance than most people realize. So, ensure to do it. Tip 4. By completing our expect activities, we engage in two-way interaction with our goal, both at quantum and macro-physical levels. In a literal sense, our expect activities serve as a bonding agent that holds our quantum-level dream in our physical world, while it materializes at macro-physical levels. This lesson and other lessons in this playlist focus upon methods and examples to increase our financial abundance, because increased money at our disposal enables us to do more good in our lives and in the lives of those around us. Following the D.O.N.E method, as we share in this lesson, provides the knowledge to produce reliable results. Results don't always happen quickly, but when we sustain both our expectations, using our words and our internal imagery, and our intentions, using our actions, then sooner or later, we achieve our goal. Better World Zone's valuable insights help to re-energize our journey by refocusing our daily thoughts and actions to amass more wealth, specifically to enable us to fund bigger positive impacts in the world. Implementing the activities we teach increases our momentum in merging our outer world with our inner world. To this end, Better World Zone provides valuable insights to accelerate all of us on our pathway to success. Subscribe to join the Better World Zone family and to receive notifications of our new videos with our treasure trove of resources to propel each of us on our journey to greater abundance and success. Until next time, radiate that inner light. We build our world.